Hello, my crafty friends. It's Sharon Luska here from My Crafty Greetings. I thought today we'd take a revisit on Sani-smooshing. And if you don't know what Sani-smooshing is, you're going to find out all about it here. I've broken down a lot of these techniques into bite-sized pieces, and today I'm adding all the different papers that you can use for Sani-smooshing. And Nina Solar White, Recollections, but also Recollections shimmer paper, whatever you've got, you actually can use in this technique and use your alcohol inks. Now, I launched this, a sneak preview on my channel, but the first time I ever did it live was on Craft Roulette, and I'm going to be live on Craft Roulette again September 11th. This was the card I made on the show. Who knows what I'm going to make this time, but I guarantee you'll learn something different, and I'll show you some of my sneaky different things that you'd never imagine in a craft room. All my links will be in the More button below. So I'm just going through some of the papers here. The most wonderful thing about this technique is you do not need to pre-coat anything, but you do need to protect your surfaces. I've just got a little cutting board there, and then I'm just showing you here, I like to use Purell. It doesn't have to be the perfectly thick stuff. If it starts to get a little bit thin, that's fine. You'll get a few different techniques from it, but once it starts to get that watery, it's not going to give you the best job. But here's a brand new Purell. You can see how thick that is, and I have not tried any of the other brands of hand sanitizer, but you can give them a go. Now, what I like to use when I'm doing this is I save the tops of the Kirkland croissant boxes. You can see the end there, and I also make sure I protect my hands. You do what works for you in your craft room. These are just some tips if you're interested. First thing I do though is I either pump out or pour out a little bit of hand sanitizer, and then I like to just spread it a little bit thin. Again, once you try this and you play with it a bit, you will get some ground on exactly how you would like to do your setup. Once you start playing, you're gonna have a hard time stopping. This is a fun technique. One of the things I will say though is I do cut my paper down to 5.5 by 8.5, and I put a little bit of white paper behind it so I can kind of see where my colors are and what they're gonna look like. Give them a little swirl around, and you can decide how much or how little. You don't have to do stripes like I'm doing here. I am doing a number of episodes of this, so you will see many different ways that I do it. I kind of curve the paper so that the center touches first, and then you just want to give it a good smoosh down into that sanitizer. And you see how it's starting to soak into the paper. You can kind of see the color coming through. That's when you know that it's started to do its work. And you can see, look at that amazing texture. There is nothing else that does this. Now, there's not a lot of ink left here. You can go right over top though and keep using that sanitizer. What you'll notice is that's a much thinner layer. And one of the things that I wanted to show you too, stone washed is one of those colors that separates out into many colors. If you are interested in knowing what the very best, very active colors are in the Ranger line of alcohol inks, because I always wondered myself, I wanted to know what I should buy. Let me know in the comments and I will get on to that so that you guys have an idea of what my favorites are. This is dollar store shimmer paper from here in Canada. We have a store called Dollarama. So you may find this, and it's not a bad thing, it's a good thing, as I've got this soaking in here. And now the other thing too, you'll notice I'm pulling from the end, but you see how that changed? So rather than having that kind of squishy wave-like, it ended up having a drippy-like texture. This was a total shock to me, but it was still a win. So if you have paper that gives you different results, again, let me know in the comments. But it's not a bad thing. It's a good thing. If you use Nina Solar White or any of the Recollections kinds, though, I can tell you you're going to get pretty similar results to what I've got. So now we're getting to a very, very dry tray. This has next to no sanitizer left. So you will get multiple dips out of one load of sanitizer. If you want to reload extra sanitizer, you can. But here is a dip where everything is almost dry. And you can see it soaking in. You'll get different textures and different results from different amounts of sanitizer, different amounts of ink, different amounts of blending. So you can see it didn't quite catch in the middle. You can go ahead and re-dip just like you would do regular ink smooshing. So we can pick up more ink here and add to what we have. And as you go over those layers without them drying, it's going to put more in there. So now I've decided to add a little bit more hand sanitizer. I'm scraping up some of the ink that's here, which means that this sanitizer is going to be lightly colored. And if I want more pigment to it, I'm going to add a little bit more alcohol ink so that I have something to dip into. The biggest thing with this, though, is play. Get some of your papers out, get some hand sanitizer, and just have a play. You will learn so many different things from this. So I'm going to pick my bald spots on my paper and re-ink it. Now, if you have spots that didn't grab ink, you can also take your regular inks, whatever you ink blend with, and fill those in, or you can just enjoy the white spots. But you can see the multiple layers of smooshing now with this. And if you choose, you can still go back over them once they're dry and add even more smooshing to them. Okay, let's reload and go again. I've got some Recollections paper 65 pound and some Recollections shimmer paper or pearlescent paper. And I'm going to get all my inks on here. Now I'm going to do something different. I'm going to pull it from the end. Instead of pulling it from towards me, up away from me, I'm going to pull it from left to right. We're going to get this all mixed in. Now, hand sanitizer is so much fun, and this Sani-smooshing has so many things that you can do with it. Hold on till the end because I'm going to do some stuff that you really can't even believe. So I've loaded this down. Now, instead of pulling from me to away from me, I'm going to pull from right to left. So you can see the difference there in how the little kind of swishy parts go, and that's what it looks like dried. So just so you can see them getting wet, there's wet pulling from right to left, and then from me to away from me, wet. So you have some choices there. You can even pull it at an angle. You can pull it in a wiggly pattern. Give it a try and see what you get when you play with your hand sanitizer and alcohol inks. Hopefully it makes you fall in love with your alcohol inks all over again. It's certainly much cheaper than using Yupo, and I find this much less frustrating. Okay, so here's some Recollections shimmer paper. We're going to give this a go. Now you can see this is a fairly dry bed of hand sanitizer that I've used, even though I have a decent amount of color here. And as I pull that up, I can see maybe I want some more action going on this. So I'm actually going to spread this out again and get the last little bits of it, and then I'm going to give it one more go, one more swoosh to see what other texture I can get out of this. I'm just going to lay it down and roll it through this again, and then we will give it another pull up and see, and that did definitely give it more texture. It actually looks like there's little bits of granulation there. You see on the left hand side that granulation? But the shimmer paper is so cool. Like, try any of your papers, give them a go. Here's a card made with that shimmer paper. This is a die from Scrappy Tales that does that beautiful ornate die cut. It is called the Save the Date die. It also has that baby's breath sprig with it, and the Save the Date, just gorgeous. Chef's kiss, love it. Okay, here we go again, and I am going to keep adding more to this technique. We are getting this layered back down again. I have more and more, and I am just going to keep adding right up to the very end of this video. And I still have more videos to make where I can't even show everything in just this one video. So here's what we're going to do. This is a Marabou product, and it is called Rainbow Shimmer. I will try and link it down below. It is the most excellent product. I love it. And it's great even if you want to use it on Yupo. It is an alcohol ink product. Marabou does do alcohol inks, and it has a shaker ball in it. I find it got caught in the beak of this, so it fell and went for a ride. But you can see the delicious shimmer in this. Is that not crazy? Look how tasty that is. So I'm going to drop just a regular piece of paper in this. And once I pull this, can you see all that shimmer in there? Watch this paper. Wow. That is crazy. Okay, less sanitizer is going to get us more intensity with the color because we would like that shimmer and more color. And here's just a regular old Recollection 65 pound paper, and we're gonna put some more of that Marabou in there. And I'm not even mixing the marabou in, I'm just leaving those drops in there so they can squish through this paper, and I'm pulling it from the side so that it gets a different look to it. And you can see, does that look like mermaid scales on there? What do you think? Wow, love it. This is a die from Honeybee, and then the thank you is from Scrappy Tails, as well as the beautiful little fence there. I will make sure that those are listed below. So this is a Recollections shimmer. So how much shimmer could a piece of handmade background possibly need? Well, we are going to find out. Let's just mix this all together. And this is not it, friends. I am still going to do more. I'm still going to do more that just blows your mind, but I just want to make sure that you see all of the things that are possible. You may have to rewatch this video and take notes, and don't forget, I do have other videos where you can take a look and see even different techniques. So that is all that leftover marabou shimmer on top of shimmer paper. So it's shimmer on shimmer, and then we're doing a few double dips to make sure that we get maximum texture to this. And we will take a look at what we've got here. Check that out. Look at that background. Wow. And it has crazy shimmer to it. Look at the shimmer now. That is just too much. I love it. If you had a little girl that you had to make a card for, or somebody who was having a bridal shower, you could do that in their colors. Okay, let's get to some brighter colors. Here is some intense stuff. It doesn't have to be the light stuff. You can pick out some really, really bold colors if you like. They don't even have to be colors that mix particularly well. You can have them that they blend, not blend, whatever you like. You just go ahead and give them a try. And you know what? It only uses a little bit of alcohol ink. It's not that big a deal. Oh, and you know what I forgot to tell you? If the hand sanitizer is expired and you get it on sale, it will still work exactly the same. But you can see how the different colors get such amazing texture to them. Check that out. There's another Scrappy Tails die. The sentiment is actually from Simon Says, but the deer and the weeping willows are from Scrappy Tails. I also will lift it below. So watch this paper when I pull it up. Just using the leftovers that are on the plate here. So that is a foiled paper. Just from a pattern paper pack, foiled paper, junky white background. Now I've added that texture. Another Scrappy Tails die set. And you can see how gorgeous that is. So you can take papers that are already printed and put them in with alcohol inks and hand sanitizer and turn them into something deliciously different. So I'm going to reload this again. Here is just a pattern paper that has been sitting in my stash forever. It actually is from my mind's eye. That's how old this paper is. And I'm going to give it a couple dips here so that I can get as much color as possible. You can see some of it's juicy, and I'm going to have to pull out some extra here to get what I can on it to get it where I want it to be. And you can see even the blank spots give it great texture. So that's what it looked like before I ink smooshed it. This is what it looks like after I ink smooshed it. Wow, eh? Check that out. So try any paper you have, any paper, even if it's computer paper, whatever you got, give it a go. I took this one and another Scrappy Tails die. I did a little bit of white stamping in the background, just regular white ink stamped on the background, and put some die cuts on there. Anyways, thank you so much for joining me, and I will have more videos and even more ways you can use your hand sanitizer. And don't forget to check out these other videos that will give you hand sanitizer tips. Have a great day. Thanks. Bye. And see you on Craft Roulette September 11th.